Today we get to cruise the incredible St. Johns River, 310 miles of Florida magic. But first, boat chores. Because the universe looked at my plans and said, yeah, that's cute, now go fix the generator.
One look in your eyes and I find it. When you leave in my mind I rewind it. When you got it this good, you don't fight it.
Well, we've been having some problems with our generator lately. It's been running hot. Not overheating, but running hot. It usually runs about 190 degrees, but it's been creeping up over 200, like 201, 202, and I turn it off. Now, I know that the generator has an automatic shut off. I think it's at 205 or 210. It'll turn itself off, but I don't even want to get there. And, well, the first thing, of course, you think is, well, maybe the impeller is bad. But I just changed the impeller about 3-4 months ago. So I know it's new, and we're getting a lot of water out the side of the boat, so I really don't think it was a raw water problem. So what's next? Go to the fresh water, the coolant side, and the first thing I checked was the heat exchanger. And I opened up both sides of the exchanger and shined a flashlight through, make sure I couldn't see any obstructions, and it looked good. But just for the hell of it, I took it off of the generator, and I'm soaking it right now in a bucket of 4-to-1 muriatic acid to water. If it's not that, I thought the next thing to check would be the thermostat. So I took off the reservoir and I pulled the thermostat out. And it looked okay, but I can tell you what we used to do back when I was a kid and we were working on our Camaros and our Firebirds and Chevelles. If we thought we had a thermostat problem, we would take it out and we'd drop it in boiling water. If you drop it in boiling water, it should rather quickly open it up. And so I did that. I dropped it into boiling water, and it didn't open up right away. Maybe about 10-15 seconds in, I heard snap, like it freed itself, that it was all jammed up or something like that. So I'm pretty sure the problem was the thermostat. I don't know, and I'm having a hard time finding a replacement. I don't want to put this one in. Even if I cleaned it up, I don't trust it anymore. And I'm still looking. I'm trying to cross-reference this, and I haven't had any luck, and I never have luck on this generator. It's like it fell off the planet. Every model but this one exists, and in fact, when I had to replace the water pump a few years ago, we had to track one down on a Ford tractor, farm tractor, and we found the water pump. So anyway, I haven't given up yet, but I'm going to put this thing back together without the thermostat, because, well, you know, we're in a warm weather climate, and it's not that big a deal. It might take my generator a little bit longer to warm up, but I'm not really worried about it. If I was heading back to Philly, I'd be concerned, but I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep looking, and if any of you guys have a good cross-reference, our model is the Northern Lights 854M for Marine, and man, I can't find the thermostat anywhere. So we'll see how this works.
Hey guys, do you remember it was like a year ago I used this hybrid ceramic spray on the railings and the cleats? Well, it's supposed to hold up for 6 months. It's been almost a year and it held up fantastic. This is a total game changer. I would have to do the railings like every month because she's an old boat. Her railings require more attention, and this is total game changer. Once a year, can't beat that.
In case you're wondering, the ceramic coating that I did worked fantastically as well. It's not a miracle cure. I still have to clean the boat now and then. But when I do, that shine underneath is still incredible. Okay, well, I've been procrastinating on this little repair for a little bit. I need to change the hoses for the washer dryer. Now, actually, it's just the one hose that went, but I'm changing them both, and I got the best quality hoses that I could find. And I'll tell you what, the last time I worked on this washer dryer was about 5 years ago, and it was a pain in the neck. I had to change the belt on the dryer, and it took me all week, and I had to take all the cabinetry apart just to pull the washer dryer out just a little bit to access the belt, and that was a real pain in the neck. But this time I'm getting a little bit luckier, and let me show you. Okay, here's the washer and the dryer, and this is the cabinet I had to take apart last time just to get in there, because obviously there is absolutely no room anywhere to get to that belt. And the hoses are behind it. But however, this time I got a little bit lucky, and there is a hanging locker right next to the washer and dryer. Should have a little bit better light in here. I guess I'll get some. Hang on. Okay, this is a little bit better. Anyway, a little spotlight. It's kind of dark in this room. Anyway, there's a hanging locker right here next to the washer and dryer, and there was a little access panel over there. And that enabled me to get behind the washer. Let me see if I can squeeze in here and film this. So that enabled me to get behind here and access the hoses. And the hoses run down, all the way down there. And I'm not sure if you can see it. However, the hoses go through a hole that is just the exact right size for the hole to get the hose to get through. And that would make it difficult to feed the hose. But if you look all the way over to the side, you can see there's a little cutout in the floor. And that's what I'm using to bring the new hoses up from the water feed, which is in the generator room. And I ran, I'm not sure what you call this little line here. This it's kind of for feeding wires through walls. Let me back out here and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Okay, this thing here. So I ran that down through that hole in the floor. And you can see we have water damage here. That's not from us, that's before we owned the boat. We have some, we ran that down to the generator room through the hole in the floor, and I'm gonna use that to feed the new hoses up. Okay, so this is what happened. You can see the hose burst right there. And I'm sure this is a 40-some-year-old hose, so, well, we're replacing them. Kind of a bitch to get to, but we managed.
Should we do the other one too, since that one burst?
Yeah, I think we're going to do them both.
Just so it's not a thing.
Okay, and if you see there, you can see this line that I ran down from the hole. I had Lyn crawl over there and grab it because I really can't fit in this area. So I have the line coming down, and I have it right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a string to that. I'm going to tie the string to both the hoses, and I'm going to attempt to pull those hoses up through the floor. Now you can see where they connect. You see those like garden hose type valves there? You can see I have the one hose that broke disconnected, and the other one is still there. I'm going to go undo that one, and that's where we're going to connect the new hoses.
Okay, well, that's boring. Let's go to the St. Johns River.
I'm ready.
Good morning.
Good morning. I packed some goodies. And it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
Exactly, yep.